98.6. I just checked my temperature again. I recommend that you do the same if you can, a couple, 2-3 times a day, just to be safe. Don't forget, 9 to 10, we'll have an additional hour here devoted to COVID-19 and your questions, comments, things you need to know. The very latest up-to-date information with Beaumont Hospital's infectious disease specialist, Dr. Joel Fishbane. And use our regular numbers to call or text 1-800-859-0957, 1-800-859-0957, which works out to be 800-859-0WJR. That's in the 9 to 10 hour when we'll be taking your calls. Meanwhile, we have other information that will prove useful to you. Mark Sheperdigian, the entomologist of Rose Pest Solutions, one of, who joins us from time to time helping out. The company is open and spraying for pests because it's important that we remember these pests that have the possibility, the potential to spread disease. And we want to nip that in the bud best we can. So we're going to get some, in the few minutes we have with Mark, we're going to get some quick information here. Mark, always a pleasure to have you on board.
Thank you, Paul W., and please call me Shep.
All right, I will, Mark. Shep, Mark. Shep, what basic information are you giving to all of our homeowners and business owners regarding the time now regarding pests that spread disease, including bats? And I know you do remove them.
We do, and with all the talk about the coronavirus and the connection to bats, it's probably worth mentioning that while there does seem to be a connection to bats, at least from China, it's important to note that those aren't our bats, and whatever happened, the virus was able to jump from the bats to the humans. That's not the kind of thing that happens every day. It's a pretty unusual event, and that's not going to happen here in North America with any more likelihood than it has for all of our lives now. So that's really nothing to be concerned about. Although certainly you don't want bats living in your house with you because they can carry other diseases as well. So it's always a good thing to make sure that that among the household pets, bats aren't one of them.
Yeah, right. Well, what other things are we looking for? What pests are we looking for in our houses then that do help spread disease?
Well, there's lots of pests that affect human health, and of course, rats and mice have been in the news these days, these last couple of years, and it seems to be that we see more and more activity from them. You need to be on the lookout for those. They don't read the news, and they're not going to ease up just because we have this here pandemic going on. They'll still be around, and it's still important to make sure that they're not living in the house with us. They carry a whole host of their own diseases as well as the damage they can do, not to mention the cockroaches and ants and bed bugs and everything else.
Even mosquitoes, of course. And now I'm looking out my front window and seeing sunshine and a beautiful day ahead of us, 57-ish, like we're pushing 60. With the change of seasons, I know it's a problem. Now, I know when we're going into winter, they try to come into our house, all these pests, to get warm. What about right now?
Well, right now we have a lot of things waking up. They've overwintered. They've spent their days, and now it's time to get things going again. And this kind of weather just kind of gets things revved up for the spring to come. Oh, I'm sure we have a little more snow to be here. I'm told it snows every April, but who knows? One of these days that's not going to happen. Anyway, as the insects do wake up, the pests come out too. The things that crawl around and crawl in your house, you'll see carpenter ants these days as they start to get their spring itinerary in action, as well as all the things that have come out of their burrows and holes and nuisance wildlife, especially the mice in the garages.
All right, I'm just getting in my ears. I've asked for your phone number, 877-749-7592 is the number that Ann just gave me. Is that the good number for people to call, Mark?
Call 1-800.
Well, that's all right. You know, I have 877-749-7592. That doesn't sound like a familiar number, but that's one Ann found just now, so we'll give that until we know otherwise. But meanwhile,
It's 1-800-966-ROSE. That'll get you there.
Yeah, that's easier. That's okay. 1-800-966-ROSE. 1-800-966-ROSE. Good to point out that oftentimes, because people are afraid to have people into their homes, a lot of the things you can do are outside of the house. But I hope that you're also maintaining surveillance over your workers, making sure they're healthy before they go out to call on people.
No doubt about it. Our people are trained and they're taking precautions like everybody else. But it's important to know that if you do have needs, pest management professionals are on duty.
Good to know. Entomologist and good pal Mark Sheperdigian of Rose Pest Solutions. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Shep. 800-966-ROSE. 800-966-ROSE. It's 826.